We've been studying the Ashtavakra Gita from the morning. You were yesterday in Hardinara, no?
Sorry?
Yesterday you were in Hardinara?
Yeah.
No, yesterday.
Oh,
He's a very good friend of mine.
okay.
Very. I wanted her to come.
Yes.
So we are studying this Ashtavakra Gita in the morning, from the
Esta
morning.
mañana estábamos estudiando el Ashtavakra Gita.
Ashtavakra Gita is a dialogue between Ashtavakra and Janaka.
Es un diálogo entre Ashtavakra y Janaka.
Janaka is the disciple and Ashtavakra is the master.
Janaka es el discípulo y Ashtavakra es el maestro.
So Ashtavakra is teaching Janaka about the knowledge of the self.
Entonces Ashtavakra está enseñándole a Janaka el conocimiento del ser.
So when we go to the master and the master gives us this advice or knowledge,
Y cuando vamos al maestro y el maestro nos da este conocimiento,
because the self is infinite,
porque el ser es infinito
because the self is formless,
y no tiene forma,
because it cannot be perceived,
no puede ser percibido,
because it is infinite, it cannot be perceived.
porque es infinito, no puede ser percibido.
It does not have any quality, it does not have any attributes,
No tiene cualidad, no tiene atributos, no tiene nada.
any name, any form.
No nombre, no forma.
So it is difficult to explain or it is difficult to express about the self.
Es difícil de explicarlo, expresarlo en lo que es el ser.
So how do we go from this mundane world to the conscious state of spiritual awareness?
Cómo vamos de este mundo, desde el mundo mundano a esta conciencia,
The Guru teaches us what we are not.
El Guru nos explica lo que no somos.
Like we are always consciousness.
Siempre somos conciencia.
But if we want to feel ourselves,
Pero si queremos llenarnos a nosotros mismos,
we cannot feel ourselves as consciousness.
no podemos llenarnos de conciencia.
We will always, associate ourselves with the body, with the mind, with the ego.
Estamos asociados con el cuerpo, con la mente, con el ego.
Now the self does not have any birth or death.
Pero el ser no tiene nacimiento o muerte.
The self is infinite,
El ser es infinito.
but the body has a birth and death.
Pero el cuerpo tiene un nacimiento y una muerte.
The body is finite.
El cuerpo es finito.
So when we are associating ourselves or when we identify ourselves as the body,
Como cuando nos identificamos con el cuerpo,
we are degrading ourselves.
estamos degradando a nosotros mismos.
We are regarding that as ourself, which is not.
Estamos identificándonos con eso que no somos.
The same way, the mind.
De la misma manera la mente.
The mind is a group of thoughts.
Es un grupo de pensamientos.
All the thoughts that we have from the morning to the night, all these thoughts grouped together is called a mind.
Todos los pensamientos que tenemos desde la mañana a la noche es lo que le llamamos mente.
Now, if we see the thoughts,
Si ves los pensamientos,
we will see that the thoughts have a origination.
verás que los pensamientos tienen un origen.
And after that, after some time, the thought disappears.
Y después de un tiempo el pensamiento desaparece.
After some time, another thought comes.
Después de un tiempo otro pensamiento aparece.
It stays for some time and again it disappears.
Se queda por un tiempo y luego desaparece.
So this is how all this thought process happens.
Es como el proceso del pensamiento pasa.
That means the thought also has a birth and the thought also has a death.
También vemos que el pensamiento tiene un nacimiento y una muerte.
When the thought is seen, when the thought is born, we see it.
Cuando el pensamiento nace, lo vemos,
and when the thought has died, we lose it.
y cuando se muere, lo perdemos.
So because the thought also has a birth and death, I am not the thought.
Como el pensamiento también tiene un nacimiento y una muerte, yo no soy la mente.
Also,
El pensamiento.
that I have a thought.
Tengo un pensamiento.
Who sees this?
¿Quién ve esto?
I see it.
Yo lo veo.
I see that I am having a thought.
Yo veo que estoy teniendo un pensamiento.
I see that the thought is gone.
Yo veo que el pensamiento se va.
That means I am present before the thought was born and after the death of the thought.
Estoy presente antes de que el pensamiento nazca y después de que se vaya.
So, I am not the thought,
Entonces no soy el pensamiento, no soy pensamiento.
isn't it? So, who am I?
Entonces, ¿quién soy yo?
Who am I? I am not the thought. Then comes ego.
Entonces viene el ego.
The ego always tells me, I am the doer, I am the doer.
El ego siempre nos dice, yo soy el que hago, yo soy el hacedor.
When we are in the conscious state,
Cuando estoy en el estado consciente,
we always deal with this I.
siempre diluimos este yo.
In every aspect of our life, there is this I.
En cada aspecto de nuestra vida está este yo.
We are in the conscious state, we are dreaming. In every aspect, there is this I. I am watching, I am doing, I am listening, I am eating, I am going. Everywhere this I is involved.
En el pensamiento, en el estado consciente, cuando es el sueño con sueños, siempre está este yo. Yo soy el que como, yo soy el que veo, yo soy el que duermo.
But when we go to the deep sleep state,
Pero cuando voy al sueño profundo,
there is no I.
no está el yo.
I don't know where I have gone.
Ay, no sé dónde he ido.
When we sleep, we don't know exactly what time we slept.
Cuando cuando dormimos, no sabemos el tiempo que hemos dormido.
We know that we have gone to bed at 10 o'clock.
Sabemos que hemos ido a las 10 a dormir,
But exactly when we slept, we don't know.
pero exactamente cuando nos hemos dormido no lo sabemos.
When we are sleeping, we don't know where we are.
No, cuando estamos durmiendo no sabemos dónde estamos,
How are we?
cómo estamos.
We don't know. And again, when we come back,
Cuando volvemos,
then we know that we had slept.
sabemos que hemos dormido.
So there is a portion, there's a part of our life where this I does not exist.
Hay una porción en nuestra vida que no sabemos dónde hemos estado.
But when the I does not exist,
Pero cuando el yo no existe,
then also I exist.
también existo.
My existence is there.
Mi existencia está ahí.
How do I know this?
¿Cómo sé esto?
When I come back from the sleep,
Cuando vuelvo del sueño,
I know that I had a good sleep.
sé que he tenido un buen sueño.
Isn't it? When I come back from the sleep, we know that we had a good sleep.
Cuando volvemos del sueño sabemos que hemos tenido un buen sueño.
How do we know this?
¿Cómo sabemos esto?
Your ego was not that this I who is working was not there.
Este yo que está trabajando no estaba ahí.
Then how do you say that I had a good sleep?
¿Cómo sabes que he tenido un buen sueño?
That means you are another I about which you are not aware.
Eso quiere decir que tú eres otro yo que no eres consciente.
This I can be experienced only when this unreal I is gone.
Este yo puede ser experienciado cuando este underlying, o sea, este yo que
This
por debajo, this underlying I,
this false I,
cuando este falso yo,
this I, this real I can be seen
este yo verdadero puede ser visto
only when this unreal I is not
cuando
there.
este yo de ahí desaparece.
You know, this I which is present for the whole day is the unreal I.
Este yo que está presente en el día es un yo irreal.
This unreal I, is gone when we are in the deep sleep.
Este yo irreal se va cuando estamos en el sueño profundo.
Then there is another I which tells us that I had a very good sleep.
Entonces tengo este yo verdadero que otro yo que nos dice que he tenido un buen sueño.
This real I is my I. This is my I.
Este yo real es mi yo.
This is what I am.
Es lo que soy.
That means I am always unmanifested. I cannot be seen. I cannot be felt. I cannot be perceived.
Quiere decir que yo soy el manifestado, que no puedo ser percibido, no puedo ser sentido.
I can only be seen when there is no body, when there is no mind, when there is no intellect.
Solo puedo ser
When there is
visto
no ego.
cuando no hay cuerpo, cuando no hay mente, cuando no hay ego.
Because in the deep sleep, I don't have a body, I don't have a mind, I don't have an intellect, I don't have an ego. That is why this I is experienced.
Porque en este sueño profundo yo no tengo ego, no tengo mente, no tengo cuerpo.
But because I am not aware about that
Porque no soy consciente de este yo.
I don't feel it, I don't realize it, I don't know it.
No lo siento, no lo realizo, no lo conozco.
So, what does the Guru do?
¿Qué es lo que hace el gurú?
What does the real master do?
¿Qué le hace un maestro
The
verdadero?
master makes us aware about things which we are not.
Nos hace conscientes de las cosas que no somos.
Like, you are not the body.
No eres el cuerpo.
I thought that I am the body, the master will say, no, you are not this body.
Yo pensaba que era el cuerpo y el maestro me va a decir, no, no eres el cuerpo.
I have a name, and I think that this is my name, I am this name.
Tengo un nombre y pienso que soy este nombre.
But the master will say, you are not this name.
Pero el maestro te va a decir, no, no eres este nombre.
I have qualities, I have attributes, and I think that these attributes are me.
Tengo atributos, tengo cualidades y pienso que esto soy yo.
But the master will say, no, this is not you.
Y el
These
maestro te va a
qualities are
decir,
not
esto
you.
no son tuyas, estas cualidades no son tuyas.
I have a mind, I have thoughts, and I think that this mind is me.
Tengo mente, tengo pensamientos y pienso que esta mente soy yo.
But the master tells us, you are not this mind.
El maestro nos dice, tú no eres esta mente,
You are the observer of this
tú
mind.
eres el observador de esta mente.
I have an intellect, and I think that this is my intellect. I am this intellect.
Tengo un intelecto y esto es mi intelecto, yo soy este intelecto.
But the master will say, no, this intellect is also not you.
Pero el maestro te va a decir, no, este intelecto tampoco eres tú.
Then I have this last one, ego, I, the doer. I think that I am the doer.
Tengo este ego, que este yo, que soy el hacedor. Pienso que soy esto también.
But the master will say, no, you are not the doer.
Pero el maestro te va a decir, no, no eres el
Then
hacedor.
what am I?
Y entonces, ¿qué soy yo?
It is said in the scriptures, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. You are the truth. You are the knowledge. You are infinite Brahman.
En las escrituras se dice, eres este conocimiento, eres la verdad.
Okay? So, this is how the master takes us to that place.
Es como el maestro nos lleva a este lugar.
So now we will see how Ashtavakra is gradually, taking Janak from this world, from this mind, from this body, from this intellect, from this ego to the superconscious state.
Ahora veremos cómo Ashtavakra lleva a Janaka gradualmente del mundo, de esta mente, del ego, del intelecto y lo lleva al estado supraconsciente.
Okay? So now he says, Dharma, dharma, sukham, dukham, manasani nape bibho. Dharma, dharma. Dharma means your duties.
Dharma quiere decir tus deberes.
You think that I have these duties. These are my duties.
Yo pienso que tengo estos deberes.
And adharma means those which are not your duty.
Y adharma quiere decir estos que no son tus deberes.
So you associate them with yourself. I have this duty. I have to conduct my duty.
Y tú asocias estos deberes contigo, yo tengo que hacer este deber.
So Ashtavakra says this sense of duty and the sense of non-duty
Ashtavakra dice este sentimiento, este sentido del deber y del no deber.
and sukham dukham. Sukham means happiness,
La-
happy times. This happy times, this happiness, and dukham means sorrow.
Dice que la felicidad y el sufrimiento.
So he says that you are not this happiness,
Tú no,
you are
eres,
not this sorrow also.
tú no eres esta felicidad y tú no eres este sufrimiento.
What are these? These duties, happiness, sorrow. What is this? These are all mine.
Dice
These are all the products of mind.
dice que son estos deberes, esta felicidad, estos sufrimientos, dice que todos son productos de la mente.
It is not you.
No eres tú.
We always associate this, duties, this karma, these actions, the work, the person who is working, our good things, our good times, our bad times, our happiness, our sorrow with ourselves.
Siempre asociamos estos deberes, esta felicidad, estos sufrimientos, algo más. Todo esto lo asociamos con lo que somos.
But the Guru says, no, these are not you.
Pero el Guru dice, no, tú no eres este.
Then what are you?
Entonces, ¿qué eres?
What is your identity?
¿Cuál es tu identidad?
He says, Na kartasi, you are not the doer.
No eres el hacedor.
You don't have a duty
No tienes
and
deberes
you are not the doer.
y no eres el hacedor.
Okay? Na bhoktasi, you are not the enjoyer or you are not the sufferer.
No eres el disfrutador ni el sufridor.
You are not the sufferings, you are not the sufferer. You are not the enjoyment, you are not the enjoyer.
No eres los sufrimientos, ni el que sufre, ni el que disfruta, ni el disfrute.
You are mukta evasi sarvasha. You are free from all this.
Tú eres libre de todo esto.
You are not the doer, you are not the duty,
No eres el
You are-
hacedor ni el deber.
you are not the enjoyer, you are not the enjoyment,
No eres el disfrutador ni
Yo-
el disfrute.
you are not the sufferings, you are not the sufferer.
No eres los sufrimientos ni el que sufre.
You are free from all this, you
Tú
are
eres
beyond all
libre de
this.
esto. Tú eres más allá que esto.
Okay? So try to think yourself like this.
Sí, entonces, intentar
Tell
tratar
yourself.
de pensar a
Tell
vosotros
yourself,
como esto.
I don't have any duty, I don't have any work.
Deciros a vosotros mismos, no tengo ningún deber, no tengo ningún trabajo que hacer.
I'm not the enjoyer and I'm not the sufferer.
No soy el disfrutador ni el que sufre.
I'm free from all this.
Estoy libre de todo esto.
I'm infinite.
Soy infinito.
I'm consciousness.
Soy conciencia.
Say this to you and see how you feel.
Deciros a vosotros esto y mirad cómo sentís.
Try to feel yourself,
Traer sentir esto.
free from all these duties, all this work.
Liberaros de todo este trabajo, de
The
todo
worker, the doer,
del trabajador, del hacedor,
the sufferer,
del
the
sufridor,
enjoyer,
del disfrutador
and see how you feel.
y sentir cómo sentís.
Liberate yourself from all this.
Liberaros de todo esto.
Whatever is coming to your mind, free yourself from that.
Lo
You
que
are
venga
not
a tu
that.
mente, lo que venga a tu mente, libérate de eso.
Say that you are not that.
Yo no soy eso.
Let it go.
Dejarlo pasar,
Let it pass.
dejarlo pasar.
Stay like a sky, space.
Estar como el cielo, como el espacio.
These things are like clouds, small
Todo
clouds.
estos son como pequeñas nubes.
The clouds are not the sky.
Las nubes no son el cielo.
Just become the sky, become the
Volveros
space.
el cielo.
Breathe very easily, very slowly, and say that I am the infinite. I'm free.
Soy el infinito, soy libre, soy libre.
How do you feel, Wendy?
¿No te sientes mal?
Light.
It's light, no? So you start to feel lighter, and at one time you will be like that.
Se sentiste cada vez más ligera hasta que el momento te vuelvas eso,
You have the space.
ese espacio.
How are you feeling, Maria?
Yes, I feel this space.
Se siente con espacio.
I'm liberate.
Liberada.
But also, like you say, there's an ego that wants to identify with this higher consciousness.
Leave that.
Also.
Don't try to know anything. Just remain like this, become like that. Whenever this happens, whenever you want to know something,
Cuando
you
quieres
want to
saber
feel
algo,
something. You don't need to feel anything. Just you have to become like that.
no tienes que sentir, tienes
Stay
que
like
volverte eso,
Stay like this.
darte como esto.
We need practice. We need practice to, this is called sanskar. We need to have a new way of focus, a new thought process.
Necesitamos
way.
un proceso mental
That
diferente,
helps us.
un nuevo foco.
That will help us in realizing the truth.
Esto nos va a ayudar en la realización del ser, de la verdad.
Our normal life is always like this, that we try to catch everything, we try to hold
En
everything.
nuestra vida pasa así que tenemos la necesidad de coger las cosas.
We want to know everything, we want to explain everything.
Queremos conocer todo, explicarlo todo.
We want an explanation of everything.
Queremos una explicación de todo.
But try to remain as if you don't want to know anything.
Y trata de permanecer como que no quieres saber nada.
You don't want to express yourself,
No quieres expresarte
and you don't want any expression.
y no quieres ninguna expresión.
Just stay, just be.
Simplemente estate. Sí.
Okay? Rina, how do you feel?
At some points, there is something inside which wants to break out, like
Yeah,
from here and from here.
here.
And sometimes I feel very light and it's flowing through me, but then other times, like now also, this morning at some point, and now it's not.
Okay, good. Now when you're aware of this thing, it will break.
Dice, cuando eres consciente de esto, se va a romper.
Most of the time we are not aware that we are completely changed.
Muchas veces no nos damos cuenta de que estamos completamente cogidos.
Now we are aware that somewhere we are tied, we are changed.
Ahora de una manera somos conscientes que en alguna parte estamos atrapados.
And spiritually the best is this, you don't need to do anything. You just have to be aware about this.
En espiritualidad no tienes que hacer nada, simplemente tienes que ser consciente.
If you are aware about that will go.
Si eres consciente, se va a ir.
Now that you are aware that you are somewhere you are chained, you are tied, you will see that it will go.
Ahora que te das cuenta de que en alguna parte de ti estás atada, esto simplemente se va a ir.
Understand?
¿Entiendes?
How do you feel?
Solo puedo respirar y bueno, que sea lo que Dios quiera, porque de ahí a dejar el cuerpo hay un... Ya me voy. Aquí
You will not leave. You will not leave. Because you are not used to it, that is why your mind puts these things.
Como no estás acostumbrada, la mente pone estas cosas. O sea, lo percibe así.
Have you seen people jump from the aeroplane, parachuting?
¿Has visto gente saltar del avión para hacer con paracaídas?
Parachute. So the people who jump, who are used to this, it's normal for them.
Para aquellos que saltan y lo hacen muy a menudo, es normal para ellos.
But suppose somebody takes you there.
Pero imagínate que alguien te lleva ahí en el avión.
Yeah. put a jacket.
te pones la chaqueta.
Have to say, well, jump.
Entonces te hace saltar.
What will you feel? You will feel that I'm dying.
Te vas a sentir como que te mueres.
But you will not die because you have a parachute. You will not die.
Solo falta esto.
So anything which is new is
Cualquier
scary.
cosa que es nueva es da
Scary.
miedo. Da miedo.
Okay, but as you practice it, you will
Pero a
see
medida que lo
it's
practicas,
not scary.
no da miedo.
When you will feel that I'm dying, see, am I dying really? You will see you are not dying.
Cuando piensas que te estás muriendo, verás y te vas a dar cuenta que no te estás muriendo.
Understand? Have you seen this bungee jumping? Have you seen this?
De los the bridge thing.
You know, the fall, no? They're attached to here.
Sí, de estos de que se tiran por un puente y están cogidos de un pie.
Have you ever done this?
¿Has hecho alguna vez eso?
But there are people who do it, no?
Hay gente que lo hace,
But they don't die.
pero no mueren.
Because we are not used to it, we think that we will die.
Porque no estamos acostumbrados, pensamos que vamos a morir.
Okay, everywhere there is a practice.
En todas partes hay una práctica.
You go to a, to a concert, you see that people play.
Mira, cuando vas a un concierto verás a la gente que toca y muy rápido.
But it's not in one day that they have done this.
No es en un día que han hecho esto.
They have practiced it for day in, day out, and then now they are perfect.
Lo practican cada día y ahora son perfectos.
If somebody tells you go and play this like this, you will feel like dying.
Si alguien te ve y toca esto, te vas a sentir que mueres.
Okay, so anything which is new
Cualquier
is
cosa que
always
sea nueva,
practice. And as you keep going, you will see that it's
a medida que vas
nice.
practicando, verás que
Okay,
muy guay.
spirituality tells us to open our eyes. Open your eyes.
la espiritualidad te dice abre tus ojos.
If you find death, look at the death. See the death.
Si ves la muerte, mira la muerte.
You will see that there is no death. It is
Y verás que
immortal.
no hay muerte sino inmortalidad.
Death is the fear.
La muerte es el miedo.
When you become fearless, there is no death.
Cuando te vuelves sin miedo, no hay muerte.
There is always this life going on.
Siempre hay esta vida ahí marchando.
There is no death.
No hay muerte. Solo hay luz.
Okay. How do you feel?
¿Cómo te sientes?
Aware and scared.
Scared also,
Consciente y aware es como...
You know, this feeling scared is a good thing.
Este sentimiento de miedo es un buen sentimiento.
It means that you have gone to the right place.
Quiere decir que has llegado al lugar correcto.
Understand?
Yeah.
If you are in the same place, you will not be scared.
Si estás en el mismo lugar, no vas a tener miedo.
Because you have traveled to some point,
Porque has viajado hasta un
that is
punto.
why you felt scared.
Es por eso que sientes miedo.
The sensation changed.
La sensación ha cambiado.
Absolutely. Because I have the feeling that I'm not my body.
Sentido que no soy el
In this
cuerpo.
moment,
En este
the
momento,
experience is very intense.
en este
Because
momento la
it's
sensación
like
es muy intensa.
I'm pushed away from my body.
Es como algo que me ha tirado
This is
fuera del cuerpo.
when I get scared.
Es cuando me
Because I'm
siento
like,
miedo.
where am I?
But do you know that you are not the body? Do you
Pero
know
sabes
this?
que no eres el cuerpo.
I know, I can
Not
explain.
only, you are not only in this body, you are everywhere.
No estás solo en este cuerpo, estás
As
en
you
todas
go
partes.
deep here,
A medida que profundizas,
you will see that you are the whole universe.
verás que eres todo el universo.
Okay. It is like there are 5 pots,
Es como si hubiera 5 potes,
empty pots,
vacíos,
okay, and there's the space.
y hay el espacio.
So when you see the space inside the pot,
Cuando ves el espacio en el pote,
what do you say? This is the space inside the pot.
este es el espacio dentro del pote.
But does the space, does the space, or is the space different from this space?
Diferente el espacio
Is the space in the pot?
de fuera del exterior.
Is the space in the pot different from the outer
Es
space?
diferente el espacio del bote, es
No.
diferente del exterior.
But when you see the space in the pot, you say this is This is the space inside the pot.
Este es el espacio dentro del bote,
But it's the same.
pero es el mismo.
In the same way,
De
the
esta
self,
misma manera, el ser
which is reflected in this body,
que se refleja en este cuerpo
appears to be the body.
parece ser el cuerpo,
But you are the self, you are not this body.
pero eres el ser, no eres este cuerpo.
You are expressing yourself through this body.
Tú estás expresando este ser a través del cuerpo.
Understand? There is a computer.
Hay una computadora.
She is working in this computer.
Ella está trabajando en este
These are
ordenador.
eyes, eyes of the computer.
Es los ojos de la
So
computadora.
these eyes are capturing me and it's going
Estos
everywhere.
ojos me capturan y
But
entonces
she is something different.
es otra cosa.
She is expressing herself through this computer.
Ella está expresando a ella misma a través de la computadora.
Understand? She is always separate. Always separate.
Siempre está separada.
In the same way, you are always separate from your body.
Sí, de esta manera tú eres siempre separado de este
But
cuerpo.
because of wrong attachment,
Pero por un apego equivocado
or because of ignorance,
o por la ignorancia,
you think that I am this body.
piensas que eres este cuerpo.
You are not this body. You
Pero no
are,
eres este cuerpo.
you are expressing yourself through this body.
Tú estás expresándote a ti mismo a través del cuerpo.
Understand? The mind, you are expressing yourself through the mind.
Tú estás expresándote a través de la mente,
But you are not the mind.
pero no eres la mente.
Okay? These are all like tools,
Estas son
body,
herramientas.
mind,
El cuerpo, la mente,
intellect,
el
ego, these are all
intelecto, el
tools.
ego. Son herramientas.
These are through which you are expressing yourself.
Son verdad que expresan.
So when you know yourself,
Te conoces a ti mismo,
you will be, you will be happy.
estarás contento.
Because I am in this body and I am
Estoy en este
everywhere.
cuerpo.
I am in this body also. I am
Estoy
in
en
this
este
body. I
cuerpo,
am
en este
everywhere.
cuerpo, en este cuerpo.
You touch
en
this,
todas
you will
partes.
feel yourself.
Si tocas
You
esto,
touch this, you touch anything,
tocas cualquier
you
cosa
will feel yourself.
y
You
te
will feel
sientes a ti mismo.
your existence in this. There is
Tu
only one in
existencia en
this.
esto, solo hay una existencia.
You touch me, you will see that I am you.
Me tocas y verás que yo soy tú.
Okay? But this happens when you feel the self. You realize the self.
Esto pasa cuando realizas el ser,
But it will happen slowly, slowly.
pero va a pasar poco a poco.
I'm just trying to give you a small glimpse of that.
Yo te estoy intentando dar un destello de esto.
And this glimpse will help you tremendously in future.
Y este destello te va a ayudar tremendamente en el futuro.
Okay? How did you feel?
Expansive, open heart,
Expansiva, con el corazón abierto,
floating.
flotando,
Floating in the space.
Yes.
flotando en el espacio.
But you are that space.
Pero eres este espacio.
You are not the one who is floating.
Tú no eres la que flota.
You are the space in which your ego is floating.
Tú eres el espacio en el que tu ego está flotando.
Because you think that you are this one,
Porque piensas que eres esto.
that is why you have this feeling that you are floating.
Es por eso que piensas que estás flotando.
When you will have this knowledge
Cuando tienes este
that
conocimiento,
I am this one,
yo soy esto,
then you will see in you the whole universe is floating.
verás que en ti todo el universo está
Not this
flotando.
body.
No este
The
cuerpo.
whole universe, the sea, the sun, the moon, the
El
solar
la
system,
Tierra,
the
el
galaxies,
sistema solar, las galaxias.
this cluster, everything is, you are holding this. You are the
Estás
one
sosteniendo esto.
who is holding this. Understand? So, this is the difference.
Esa es la diferencia.
Difference of being the ego and
La
the
diferencia de ser el ego
and the self.
y el ser.
Okay. How did you feel?
Like a fight between my feels and my mind.
You're fighting.
I'm fighting.
Good, good.
Está luchando.
So, did you win?
Has ganado.
You have to win the fight.
Tienes que ganar la batalla.
And now,
Yes, you have to win it. Only fighting, if you keep on fighting, then it's not good.
Si
You have
continúas
to fight, but you
batallando,
have to win.
tienes que batallar y ganar.
You have to win your mind.
Tienes que ganar a tu mente.
How will you win it?
¿Cómo la vas a vencer?
Abhyasena tu Kaunteya, Vairagena Chakrichake. With practice.
con práctica
With practice and with unattachment.
y con desapego.
Unattachment with the false ego.
Desapego del falso ego,
Unattachment with his body.
desapego del cuerpo,
Unattachment with your mind.
desapego de la mente.
When you will have this unattachment with the body, mind, ego,
Cuando tienes este desapego con todo,
then you will win this battle.
entonces vas a vencer esta batalla.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Jody, how did you feel? ¿Cómo sentir?
Yo he dejado ir todo, lo que soy, lo que no soy.
I let everything, like
Ya sé.
what
You
I
become red, you know, your face is become red. Cara rojos.
Y muy expansivo, muy...
Expansive.
y de repente he sentido vértigo, como miedo que
and
me
I
caía.
find like fear.
Me caía ahí y ha vuelto todo.
And then it came everything. He let everything and then he felt this scary and then everything came back.
Good. It's good to be feel scary.
Es muy bueno sentirse con miedo.
But now try to go beyond that fear.
Ahora intenta ir más allá de este miedo.
You know, you expand, you will see that you will not fall.
Verás que te expandes y que no te vas
You
a
will not
caer.
fall, you will not die.
No vas a morirte.
Keep expanding, keep expanding. You will see you
Sigue
will not fall.
sigue expandiéndote.
You will go beyond death.
Entonces vas a ir más allá de la muerte.
You will say death here, death,
Eres
life,
muerte, vida,
good, bad, everything is here. You will see like this. You know, these are here and you are here.
y tú estás ahí.
Understand? Now you are inside that those.
Ahora tú
You are
estás
inside the death. You are
dentro
inside the
de esto,
life.
estás dentro de la muerte.
As you
de
expand, you
a
will see
medida que te
all is
expandes,
here.
que todo está ahí.
Very, very tiny, very, very
Eres
visible.
muy pequeñito, muy pequeñito.
Okay, but you are this grand.
Pero tú eres ese grande.
Then all the fears will go.
Entonces todos los miedos se van.
Understand? Keep practicing. We will
Keep
get
practicing.
together, so
Estamos
you know you
juntos.
will go far further.
Irás más allá, estamos juntos.
How did you feel?
¿Cómo te has sentido?
I feel at the same time diferencia.
She felt like
Light.
lighter.
But at the same time, like my thoughts have a lot of pressure on me and they come and come.
Pero los pensamientos vienen.
The thoughts does not want to die. They don't want to
Los
leave you.
pensamientos no quieren
They don't
morir.
want to die.
They think that if you become yourself, they will be non-existence.
Ellos piensan que si vas a ser tú misma, ellos no van a tener existencia.
And that is why they create fear in you.
Entonces por eso crean miedo en ti.
Okay? So, you know, just keep expanding yourself
Sigue expandiéndote
and get rid of your mind.
y libérate de tu mente.
Okay? Now, we are going further, okay?
Vamos un poco más allá.
Kitty, how did you feel? Scary?
No.
Did you forget? Now it is 2024. Where are you? Time machine. I'm in 1822. Swami, I don't see anything.
Can we forward?
You went to the time machine, huh?
Yeah. Can we forward the time machine?
You go with.
I want to
You went
forward
backward, but now you'll go to the time forward.
with you.
Okay. No, I will not go.
You know.
Hey, you go and see. So, how did you feel?
¿Cómo te has sentido?
I want to accelerate it.
Yo quiero acelerar, dice.
You went to the accelerator.
I want to get more faster because you remind me of
Yo quiero ir más
this.
rápido. Me
And
hace
if you
cuenta.
remind me of this, okay, I feel free, liberated, but then I go back into my mind and everything. When does it be
You know,
always constant?
what you have to practice is you have to practice stability.
Tienes que practicar la estabilidad.
Okay? At this point, you have to stop yourself.
Entonces, en este punto,
You
tienes
have
que
to
pararte
be
ahí
like this
mismo.
for some time.
Tienes que estar así por algún tiempo.
Like, tell yourself that the next half an hour, I will be stable, I will be quiet.
La próxima media hora voy a estar tranquila,
Okay.
voy a estar
In this
silenciosa.
way,
De esta
start
manera,
to have this habit of being quiet, of being silent.
entonces así empiezas a tomar el hábito de estar tranquila, de estar silenciosa.
We all have to have this habit of being in silence.
Tenemos que tener todos el hábito de estar en silencio.
You develop this habit.
Tenemos que
Our habit is to
desenvolver
always
este hábito.
be like this, vibrating.
Tenemos
Jumping.
el hábito de estar vibrando, de
What is happening? What is happening? Like
¿qué
this.
está
Always
pasando?
happening.
¿Qué está pasando?
But now we have to, we have to inculcate this habit of being quiet.
Tenemos que inculcarnos este hábito de estar tranquilos.
Anything can happen in front of me, but I have to be quiet.
Cualquier cosa puede pasar delante de mí, pero yo debo permanecer.
Like go and see some
meditando.
movies, where war fighting is going on,
Vamos a ver algunas
and
películas
try to
donde
be
pelea.
like separate and just watch it.
Trata de estar separado y simplemente
Okay.
verlo.
Don't get involved in.
No te involucres ahí.
In the same way, this world is also like this, like a cinema.
Este mundo es así como un cine.
It's a cinema. There is a place in Holland, Achterlee. So there is this 7D cinema hall, not 3D, 7D cinema hall.
What happened there?
I'm telling you. So we went to see this. Paula, you want to read, no? We went there, no?
I think so.
Yes.
Que fuimos
So
a un
7D,
cine de
7D. No, it's not 3D. 7D. Means the whole thing, the whole cinema hall moves according to this, Like if there is something scary, your seat will become like this,
Todo el cine se mueve, hasta los asientos.
Everything is like
todo. Acorde a la película.
completely synchronized.
Todo
7D.
sincronizado. 7D, dice.
So when we went there, we were given
Cuando fuimos nos dieron
a
unas
glass.
gafas.
So we put the glass over there, and I'm seeing these birds going from here,
Veo estos pájaros que vienen por detrás
Okay. Then the snake,
y una serpiente por
and
delante.
just put it, it's just biting me here.
Oh, está comiéndome la cabeza.
All this is happening, and everybody is like scared.
Y todo el mundo está ahí asustado.
Then I just opened this one,
Entonces me saqué las gafas.
and there is nothing.
Y no había nada.
Understand? Again I put it, again this.
Me lo puse y otra vez ahí.
So when you come to this world,
Cuando vienes a este mundo.
they come.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
So we will have a very good time with Jayadeva. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. He has given tune to one of the songs of Bhagavan.
Le
Beautiful.
he dado
I would like to go into,
el tono a una canción que le gusta mucho a
Please,
Bhagavan.
please sit.
¿Es aquí?
Thank you, Swami.
No, so I'm telling you. So when we came to this world,
Cuando hemos venido a este mundo,
when we came to this world, the mother, the Adi Shakti, Mother
la
Kali,
madre, la de Shakti,
Mother put one glass in
nos pone
our
unas
eyes,
gafas
and we see everything like this.
y lo vemos todo así.
And because we are used to this glass, we don't want to get rid of this glass.
Y como estamos acostumbrados a estas
No, we
gafas,
think
no
that
las
if I
podemos sacar.
get rid of this glass, what will happen?
¿Qué pasará conmigo si me saco estas gafas?
Actually, if you get rid of this glass, the thing which is happening is actually happening. This is not happening. This is false. When you get rid of this glass, whatever you see is the reality. Actually, that is the reality. Isn't it? But I don't want to see the reality.
Cuando te sacas
I want to
las
see the
gafas,
unreality through this glass.
cuando te sacas las gafas, lo que ves es la
Isn't
realidad. Pero
Actually,
en realidad
the
nos
thing
ponemos
which is
las gafas para
happening
ver lo
without
que
glass
es.
is the reality, no? When I put away my glass, that is, then what I see is the actual reality.
Cuando me saco las
Isn't it?
gafas es la realidad.
But we don't want to
Pero no queremos
You
sacarnos
don't
las
want to-
gafas.
part with the glass. We always want this glass here. Like this. Okay. Snake is coming, this is coming, there. These are all okay.
La serpiente viene, los pájaros
But-
vienen.
Bhagavan is saying, there is no snake. No.
Pero Bhagavan dice,
Open the glass, there is no snake. No, I don't want to open the glass.
Dice Bhagavan, Bhagavan dice, que no hay serpientes.
Bhagavan
sácame
says
las
there is a
trampas.
snake. I'm scared. Bhagavan says there is no
quiero,
snake.
quiero.
There is no snake.
No hay serpiente, no hay
That's
serpiente.
why do we do this?
This. If you do this for once, you will never do this.
Que dice,
If
haces
you do
esto
this
de
for
una
once, for 1 second, that's gone.
vez, entonces ya
It's
está.
cut. If you find your friend,
Si encuentras a tu amigo,
very true friend
un
of
verdadero
yours,
amigo tuyo,
very loving friend of yours,
un amigo muy amoroso,
lying to you,
diciéndote una mentira,
will you ever believe her?
le seguirás creyendo.
Never.
Nunca.
You believe her till you have not known that she is lying.
Te lo creerás
The
hasta...
moment you say, hey, she is lying to me,
Oh, está mintiéndome.
finish. Whole life she will try to make you believe, you will not believe.
Toda la vida va a intentar...
Understand? So in the same way, if you see this unreality of this world for once,
Si ves esta realidad del mundo
It's for-
una vez,
it's forever.
es para siempre.
It's forever. Forever you will know that this is unreal.
Para siempre sabes que esto es irreal.
Understand? It says that if you put one small, grain
Si dice, si pones un pequeño grano
in the horn of a bull,
en el cuerno de un búfalo,
okay, the time which the grain will stay in the horn of the bull,
el tiempo que estará ahí,
for that little, time,
por ese pequeño tiempo,
if you see yourself, if you experience yourself,
si tienes la experiencia del ser,
your life will change.
tu vida va a cambiar.
Understand? If you put grain in the horn of the bull, how long will you stay? Will a fraction of second. Fraction of second it will fall down.
Va a durar esta...
Isn't it? But in this time,
En este tiempo,
if you have this experience of the self,
si
for
tienes esta
that
experiencia del
small
ser,
time,
por este pequeño
your
tiempo,
whole life will change.
tu vida completa va a
It is
cambiar.
so strong. It's so strong.
Tan poderoso, tan fuerte.
Change means what?
La atadura es que
Life changes. Now you see everybody to be different. He is different.
ahora ves a todo el mundo diferente.
Then you will see everybody to be yourself.
Verás que todo el mundo eres tú mismo.
Now you choose your friends. He is my friend. He
Ahora
is not my
escoges
friend.
tus amigos. Este es mi amigo, este no es
You
mi
like
amigo.
him, you don't like him.
¿Te gusta este? No te
You
gusta
do
este.
everything with your liking.
Y lo haces todo
Then you
con
will
tus
know
gustos y
that the
disgustos.
person whom you don't like is also you.
Pero la persona que no te gusta también eres tú.
Understand? Like the sun,
Como el
It's
sol
falling on everything.
que está cayendo en todo, que está...
The sun does not choose. Oh no, I don't want to go to Barcelona.
No, no escojo, no quiero
I am
nada.
angry.
Estoy enfadado.
I am angry on Barcelona. I will not go to
Estoy
Barcelona.
enfadado con
Sunny
Barcelona,
side.
no voy a...
I will go to Valencia, but no,
Voy a ir a
no
Valencia,
Barcelona. Barcelona is dark.
Barcelona,
Valencia
oscuro.
is
Valencia,
possible.
sol. Eso es posible.
No, it's not. Sun is falling on everything. So you become the sun.
Vuélvete el sol.
Okay. Jayadeva, please take
Very,
a seat.
very nice. Very nice.
You come here?
You become the sun.
Yes, you become the sun. You are the sun actually.
Es el sol.
We try to shine a little bit.
Intentamos alumbrar.
This is Jayadeva Bhai, very good Kirtan singer. He is the disciple of Krishna.